Now I've always said, if you're going to do a plank, you might as well just do a press up. And the best way of doing your press ups is obviously making sure that you've got good form and a nice straight back. So people have probably seen some awful posture in the gym with people doing press ups. So if you get yourself a stick, broomstick, anything that is a straight edge, this will help you achieve good press ups. So the first thing is just to practice in 4-point kneeling your setup position. So what you want is a stick between your shoulder blades, on your head and between your buttocks. Okay? And it might be a good idea to just actually spend a bit of time practicing that. And you could actually try and practice lifting a hand and just trying to get that shoulder control. And then from there, the next thing is trying to actually get into your press up position. So what you've got to try and do is obviously keep the stick still. So when you take one leg back, you want to take that leg back, squeeze your bum and try not to rise up in the middle. Okay, and then when you've got that position, tighten your core and then bring the other leg back. So you could either just hold that position for a while and try and get used to it, or start going into what is known as the eccentric phase of the press up and going as slow as you can. So what we're looking for here is just doing the eccentric phase. Start with, so concentric means shortening, eccentric elongating. So you're just doing the eccentric phase. So we should be 4 times stronger in the eccentric phase than we are in the concentric. So what you'll find when you start doing press ups, you might be able to slow yourself down, but you can't lift yourself back up. So the goal here is to go down as slow as you can. So we're looking for about 10 seconds. And then in terms of being able to come back up again, when you can do 10 going down for 10 seconds, you can probably, when you're fresh, do 4 full press ups. So it might not happen immediately, but practice, your core will get stronger and it will happen. So I'll show you again in terms of the setup position. So you start there, put between your shoulder blades. So again, draw your shoulder blades down, tighten your core, one leg back, squeeze your bum, other leg back to meet, and you're going down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, when you get stronger, try and hold this position. So that will really help. So in terms of biomechanically, we're weakest at the end of our range. So that will be the hardest position. And that will normally be the point where most people will not be able to push back up because their lower back will arch or what have you. So it's good to actually try and say, just spend a little bit of time in those positions. So the other thing that will help you build strength is, say, if you can only get so far and then gravity takes over and you just collapse, try and find the point that you're actually working your hardest that you can control. So it might be that you get halfway down, so you aim to get to there and just try and hold that position. But as I say, with a bit of perseverance, you will do it. But yeah, so goal is number 1, just find the setup position. You can just hold it in the plank position if you need to and just try and get used to that, maybe holding it for 30 seconds. Once you can do 30 seconds, you should be able to start lowering yourself down. So then the next option would be to just lower as far as you can control and then try and hold it. And then the next thing is trying to lower all the way down. And then when you can lower all the way down under control, try and lower all the way down and then just hold the last bit for a few seconds. And as I say, when you can do 10, going down for 10 consistently, the chances are you can do at least 4 full press-ups. So it's a great way of learning. So anyway, hope you enjoy the drill and yeah, look forward to seeing your press-ups.